Everybody, we are back with another review. Today, we're going to be talking about DeWalt's DCF850. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. And just straight out the gate, this is from a homeowner slash farm slash homesteader, and what I use on the regular. So it's not from a professional standpoint, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, the DCF850 right here is definitely the thing that I've been going to. I do have multiple impact drivers, including the DCF845, which is another favorite of mine. This is a good impact driver right here. Now, not saying that, these are both equally good. You know what I mean? This just serves a different purpose for me. As you can see, it's definitely more compact, marginally, smaller than this. And also, once I pair it with a battery, the actual load collet is, the profile is actually beyond the battery. It's not even in line with it or beyond it. It's actually sunken in, which is perfect. And again, this is something where if you're using, I guess if you're drilling, light drilling, and you're doing fasteners, this is perfect. And I'll show you some of the stuff that I use it with as well. First thing I did want to mention is the Powerstack battery. So I do like running this 1.5 amp hour battery, which does, I think personally, give me the power equivalent when I put a regular cylindrical cell 5 amp hour battery on there, DeWalt XR 5 amp hour battery. I get about the same longevity and performance out of it from that. So for me, I compare this 1.5 to that 5 amp hour, equivalent versus it having to be this huge bulky structure on the bottom. Nice slim profile. Don't have a side saddle on this one. I do have a side saddle on this one because I do like to run smaller bits in this 845. This one I like to run just a 2-inch. The 2-inch, here we got one right here. 2-inch bits versus the 1-inch ones, because now this has a nice compact look to it. If I want to run something like a 1-inch bit, I gotta run first off a bit holder, then the bit. We're getting it. Yeah, there we go. That's impact ready. Tip on that one, but you can see how much longer this compact becomes when you have 1-inch bits that you're running. The thing I do love about the power that this unit does have, quick load collet, which is perfect, is I could do some very versatile, and that's speed 2. Let's put it on speed 3. Thing screams, absolute screams. Very, very, very awesome tool. Doesn't get overheated for me personally from what I've put it through. Neither does the 845, which again, this one, we'll put this over here. The 845, I do like to run these 1-inch bits because the 845, it's not trying to be a compact. It's just trying to do impact. You know what I'm saying? So I run the 1-inch bit on this one. I even have a 1-inch bit loadout out here with the side saddle. I run it back so it doesn't get caught on stuff. And then I run a 1.5 amp hour Powerstack on this one as well. Powerstack's awesome. And if you compare that with something like these compact series atomics from DeWalt, I feel like you're going to get that performance that you want and have the compact size that you want as well. I love this thing for precision. It's awesome. This thing is truly awesome. Let's check out some of the other stuff that we do with it. And then I'll show you a fail from Milwaukee. So one of the things that we could definitely do with this is I could take these 1/4-inch adapters and I could run 1/2 and 3/8 sockets with this impact driver. Not something I'd recommend doing because it's not really purpose for that, but it has the ability to do it. I just don't really like to do that very often because I have an actual impact wrench that I can run with that. So I don't have to do that, but you can do it. Also, we got these nice drill bits, which we can run all the way up to a 1/2 inch. Drill bits that can get run through this impact driver as well. Now, I wouldn't want to run anything more than this 1/2 inch bit through the impact driver because I'm not looking to burn the motor out. It's not something I'm looking to do. If I want to drill stuff, I'll just get a drill. I'll get my drill. So, you know what I'm saying? 1/4-inch, 5/16 magnetized bit holders. Or fastener holders, I should say. Now, this is going to be, like I said, a complete versatile kit. You got your metal fasteners, you got your drilling, you got your adapters for sockets. You can run 1-inch bits. You can run 2-inch bits, obviously, on this thing. So it's a very versatile tool. in regards to how it used to be used, how these impact drivers used to be used, and how they're being used now. With the advancements that they're making with these, it's basically, I wouldn't say it's replacing a drill, but it's definitely getting up there in regards to how versatile it is. Because a drill, obviously you could do drill and drive with a drill. So if you have a choice and you're in a real budget, don't get the impact driver, just get a drill, and you can do your drill driver properties with that. So let's talk about a little fail from Milwaukee. So for the longest time, I was running this. I got a new one in here. Let me see if I got. Where's the new one at? There's the new one. Okay. So I was running these bit holders from Milwaukee. This one is a new one. I'll show you one that the failed, and they just slide over your 2-inch bit. It works really well for basically going on to any size, any style bit. So it doesn't matter the brand you got. It has a nice like tight enclosure. Obviously, you don't want to put on something that's like super fat, so it stretches it out. But just to get over that head right there and then stay on there, it was pretty decent. But herein lies the issue. This is what it looks like. This is what one of these looks like after like prolonged use of like, I'd say 2-3 weeks. This was like my favorite bit holder. I can't even get the neodymium magnet out right now without getting like a fastener to do it. This was my favorite for a long time because it worked out really well. I liked the flexibility of the silicone. But as you can see, the length of that magnet, once this gets scooshed like too much in regards to like the length of the magnet, if it goes beyond the length of the magnet, that's when the magnet starts going, where am I going to go? So it wants to either pop out of this hole right here or these ones in the back. And that's, I think, the issue, especially if you're a professional. Like, I don't want to be like futzing with like neodymium magnets flying all over the place. I got to put this thing together. I got this thing garbage. I can't hold fasteners now. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and this wouldn't be something that I would think Milwaukee would put out like this. But then again, they are the same company that put up that impact wrench where you change the speed by futzing with the trigger. I mean, how great would that be to be taking apart a transmission and you got the clutch speeds getting changed out every time you touch the damn trigger? Come on, Milwaukee, what are you thinking? This would get filed under that same garbage that they're putting out. So yeah, these are garbage. I would definitely not recommend those. What I would recommend is using the DeWalt one. Now, there's no flex on it. No flex on it at all. But here's the thing. It doesn't get damaged and destroyed like that. Now, check this out. Here's a nice fastener. We got a 2-inch screw here. And you can see that the magnetism is extremely strong with the fastener. You can take it a little wobble. You get a little wobble. It's a 2-inch screw. Little wobble. But once it's set and you're drilling through, obviously it's going to be drill straight and true every time. So, but you can see how this one actually holds on the tip. Now, the reason why I spend so much time talking about the magnetic bit holder is because this is, if you use these all the time, you know how important it is and how, how much it sucks when you got like, you got your screw, well, it's magnetized now, but you got your fastener falling off. This just kind of shows you how good the DeWalt bits are. They got it. Look at that. I don't think I even used that. So I was going to say that's a new bit, but it's not. You can see how long the magnetism lasts on the impact bits. It's not very long. The magnetism has to pretty much be on there the whole time for the magnetism to work with the bit. Regular standard ones that are not impact seem to hold magnetism more, be magnetized more, if you would, versus the impact ones. It feels like, under a minute it's gone. You can already tell. You can tell it's gone now. But nothing worse than that, or having to do like something like this to hold it, to line it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something I want to be doing when I'm out there doing work, you know what I'm saying? So it's just easier to have something like this. You set the fastener and you go through. And the magnet almost takes the fastener and brings it home because it wants to pull it. It wants to pull it towards the magnet. So it essentially, like, naturally wants to get those grooves into the grooves of the fastener. So it even helps set the screw in the bit tip for you. So like I said, something like this, absolute win. I talked about 2 minutes on just the bit holder, but that is probably one of the most important accessories for running an impact driver on the regularly, consistently, and having sure, true drives every time. This is going to be the thing that's going to help make that happen. If you're doing screws once in a while, I would still use something like this because you saw how terrible the fastener was staying on the tip of the bit. So it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want it falling off. And even something like this has the magnet built in over here. So it's magnet, bit. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not as strong, but yeah, right there. Let's see the wobble on this. Let's see the wobble, how long this is. Will it spin it off? It spun it off. So not super strong, but strong enough to at least hold the fastener so you can get it like up to where you want to start. You know what I'm saying? So not terrible, but also not as good as this. Again, I'm running 1 inch. You can't run this on this. You can only run this on 2. So that's why I like having 2 setups. But for the most part, I gravitate towards these 2-inch ones with the 850 as the daily driver. Absolute favorite. I use this for everything. Like even if I'm going to go do something small, like go tighten a light or go hang up a new light or put up a new fence post or anything small, go hang up a sign, whatever it is, small around the farm, this is the thing that I usually grab the most. Just because it's so lightweight, it's compact, I could toss it in my bag and I could just take it with me. And again, it's lightweight and I have all the attachments that I need for the loadout that I could bring with me when I go pack out. So yeah, this is the DCF850. Been using this for months now and I love it. Like I said, this was my first DeWalt impact driver, which was the 845, which is a beautiful tool. I used the hell out of this. But I tend to, if I had these two next to each other, which I do, I tend to grab this one over this one. So, I mean, you know, it's not like this sucks. It's just I tend to grab this one. I rock them both in speed 2 because I don't really need to be in speed 3. I'm not drilling anything really. If I was doing something with these, maybe I'd be in speed 3. But for the most part, I'm just putting fasteners in with this. So I rock speed 2 personally. So, yeah, anyway. Just let me know down in the comments below. What do you think of the DCF850? Is this something that you like to rock? Are you a professional that likes to use this? Are you a homeowner? Are you a farmer / homesteader? Do you use this DCF850? I feel like this is the realm where you're going to start, you know, using these brushless tools, and this is going to be ones that you're going to gravitate towards, a compact series one. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of that. What's your pairing for batteries? What's your pairing for accessories? What do you like to run with this? Do you primarily do fasteners? Let me know everything down in the comments below. And if you like this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Have a great rest of your day.